In the dark world for 2 went 102 an hour. He survived by eating 2 live fish in an underwater cave. His first words on shore after rescue were literally, "Give me a smoke," calmly asking the rescue team for a cigarette. This is not only a medical miracle, but also life and death gamble defying the laws of physics. Mengdong River is located in the heart of the Wuling Mountains. The surface is beautiful, but deadly traps hide underwater. It's a typical karst landscape here. The mountains are packed with caves, and if you drift off course, you're highly likely to be sucked into danger. With a surface over 60 meters wide and a depth of over 30 meters, there's a well-hidden cave entrance on the left rock wall, about 9 meters underwater. Inside, the passages are narrow, twisted, and filled with jagged rocks. Deep inside, there are multiple tiny air pockets. These spaces are formed by water level differences. Air can temporarily stay at the top, but they're almost impossible to spot from outside. Early morning on July 20th, Tom and 3 teammates went diving near the pier. Tom had some diving experience and knew basic underwater safety. That day, he dove alone while the other 3 waited on shore. But shortly after diving, visibility at the river bottom suddenly dropped. Tom accidentally wandered into that cave entrance 9 meters deep. At first, he didn't notice anything wrong until his head hit the cold, hard cave wall. That's when he realized he was going the wrong way. But in the murky, pitch-black water, he had no reference points. He could only inch forward along the cave wall. But he swam deeper and deeper, totally lost in the dark, narrow cave. Just as his oxygen tank was about to run out, he frantically felt his way up and surfaced. He found the space above his head. It was an air pocket hidden deep inside the cave. However, escaping drowning was just the start of another nightmare. It was only around 10 degrees inside, bone-chillingly cold and damp, because the air was totally stagnant. Carbon dioxide levels would spike fast. Hypercapnia hammered his brain like a sledgehammer. He got severe headaches. With mountain rain, the water level rose over 2 meters. To survive, he curled up in a rock pit, caught 2 tiny fish in the dark, and swallowed them raw. With no fire, no salt, every bite was swallowed raw and bloody. He was racing against death. Meanwhile, outside, a rapid life and death rescue was in full swing. His team noticed he wasn't surfacing and called the cops immediately. The rescue team rushed to the scene right away, entering on his last known location. They did a grid search over a 1,000 square meter water area. Due to extreme low visibility underwater, rescuers dove as deep as 23 meters, but only found a mark that looked like a footprint in the mud. Still couldn't lock down Tom's location. Locals mentioned a large cave about 10 meters down. His team initially firmly believed Tom was experienced, and 99% wouldn't go into a cave. This gut feeling threw the initial search off course within that 1,000 square meter area. Even so, the rescue team held onto a glimmer of hope, sent divers into the cave twice to search. The space inside was extremely narrow, packed with jagged stalactites. The rescue ropes kept getting snagged and tangled. Sue's unit thought enough. An underwater drone went 90 meters deep into the cave, but still found absolutely nothing. Early morning on July 24th, the underwater rescue teams called in for emergency backup. Rescue experts made a key call based on the cave structure that if Tom was still alive, the only hope was the air pockets hidden at the cave ceiling. The team instantly shifted their search focus, making those air pockets their main target. Around 1 p.m. that day, 2 members dove first, kicking off the first targeted search. 2.5 hours later, they searched about 60 meters deep into the cave, checked 4 air pockets in a row, but found no sign of Tom. At 4 p.m. that day, rescuers dove into the deep cave again, starting the second search. They set up ropes and pushed forward from the 4th air pocket. Just as they reached the 5th air pocket, a faint beam of light suddenly pierced through the dark cave. Rescuers quickly closed in and confirmed it was Tom, who'd been trapped for days. He used his last bit of strength to wave his flashlight and knock on the rock wall in response. At this point, his oxygen tank was down to just 4%, and the air in the pocket was almost maxed out. From going missing to being found, he was trapped for a whopping 108 hours. Around 6 p.m. that night, Rescuers entered the cave again with plenty of supplies. After a quick check on Tom's physical condition, they carefully escorted him up to the surface. The moment Tom reached the shore safely, he walked onto the bank all by himself. He was in such good shape, it shocked everyone. He didn't collapse, didn't cry. His first reaction was to clench his fist tight, raise his arm high to celebrate, then calmly said to the rescuers, "Give me a smoke!" This cross-regional multi-department joint rescue op finally came to a perfect end. After being rescued, Tom was taken to the hospital for a checkup. Aside from dehydration, weakness, and pale bruised feet, he was totally fine. This is an extremely rare success story in cave diving rescues. Mengdong River caves remind us once again, deep underwater, rules aren't meant to restrict you, they're meant to keep you alive.